What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dr. Dude's Diner, your new favorite low budget cooking show. And if you're new here, welcome. Today, homemade guacamole, my friends. Oh, yes, sir. In my opinion, this is probably the best dip ever. Oh, it is so good, so simple. And once you make this, you will never buy the store-bought stuff again. Let's get started. All right, my friends, here's what we are going to need. Garlic, at least 1 teaspoon minced fresh garlic. This recipe, it calls for 3 avocados, but I'm going to use 4. I like a little bit of extra. 2 Roma tomatoes. Make sure that they're washed. You need lime, fresh lime. Onion. All right, my friends. We only need about half a cup of diced onion. And of course, we need our salt. 1 teaspoon of that. And this is optional. If you want a little kick, get some cayenne pepper. All right, that's pretty much all that we need. So, let's first begin with our avocado. Now, I'm not accusing anyone on this channel, but I have seen some horrific videos of people trying to pit an avocado. I've seen some people try and peel it. Well, here's the best way. Grab your avocado, grab a nice sharp knife, and just slice it down the middle. Your knife will hit the pit in the center and just go around. All right. And try and hit your line. All right. Try and go all the way around, dead smack in the center. And then just grab it and twist. All right. Just grab it and twist, pull apart. Just like that. Now, to get the pit out, take your knife and just whack. Hit it down just like that. Do a little twist. Boom. Make sure you guys have a bowl to put all this stuff in. Now take a spoon and scrape around the edges. If your avocado is not that ripe, this scooping method, it's going to be a little on the difficult side. Before I throw that in there, let me get this, see that little brown part? That's part of the stem. Let's just get that out of there. Throw it on in. All right, friends, before we go any further, let's go ahead and mash these guys up. Because we're going to start adding quite a few things to this. Just mash. Just like mashed potatoes. All right, friends, let's get our Roma Tomatoes. Just dice these guys up. core it. Let's go ahead and dice her up. Go ahead and dice it up whatever size you want, however you want. Let's get our garlic, my friends. Make sure everything is fresh. You cannot beat fresh ingredients. I've gone through this before. When you get a garlic clove, put it between your fingers, kind of press and roll. Okay? And the skin comes off. Oh, that's not very good, is it? So before we do the garlic, let's do our salt. 1 teaspoon salt. I'm doing the salt now because the garlic, has moisture, and I don't want the salt to stick. All right, so let's get 1 teaspoon. I might need more. I don't know. All right, we got our garlic. It looks like 2 large cloves was perfect. All right, my friends, let's get our onion. Before we do that, let's dry this guy off. Onion, my friends. We need only about half of a cup. Let's throw her on in, my friends. A fresh lime. Yes, sir. And now we just need to juice it. Let's just give that a quick mix, my friends. Did you really think I'd forget the cilantro? Huh, you're crazy. And add as much or as little of this as you guys would like, but we only need about 2 tablespoons. Last but not least, my friends,
Cayenne pepper.
also as much or as little as you guys want. You just need a little pinch. Now, round 2 for the mixing. And that should be it, my friends. Let's put this in a bowl and let's try it out. And like I said, let's cover this up. You can put it in the fridge. And this should be good for up to 3 days. All right, my friends, we have made our beautiful guacamole. Oh my goodness. This guacamole, it's so creamy. You get these textures. You get, the crunchiness from the onion. A little bit of crunchiness with the tomatoes, but they give a nice, good flavor. That lime, it's on the back of your tongue, but you can taste it. Oh, it's delicious. It's refreshing. A lot of people say that they don't like cilantro because it tastes like soap. I'm not one of those people, and I feel sorry for you, but that cilantro, it's kind of upfront, delicious. And if you don't like cilantro because it tastes like soap, don't add this. Um, that garlic, it blends well with the onion, tomatoes, and the creaminess of the avocado. And you get a little heat from the cayenne pepper. And we didn't add much, just a pinch. But that adds a nice depth of flavor too. You get all these textures, friends. All these flavors. Lime, cilantro, onion, garlic, avocado. It is absolutely delicious. Like I said, if you guys make this, you will never buy the store-bought stuff again. That I can guarantee. Well, thanks for tuning in to Dr. Dude's Diner, my friends. Make this, I promise you. You will love it. And if you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up, follow me, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you know when I have a new episode. Thanks, friends.